Hi all, it's Emily Natale.
And Emily Fazzina. We're your middle school woodworking teachers at North Bennett.
All right, welcome. So today we're going to do cardboard flower wall art. So you can see that I have one made here already from a bunch of cardboard that I've collected. But I'm going to be teaching Emily how to do this today. So Emily, what have you gathered for supplies?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I've been gathering some paper towel rolls and toilet paper rolls the rest of this week or this whole week. So I've got a couple ready. I also have a hot glue gun that's plugged in and it's on a work surface to protect my table. I have some scissors and a pencil. And I don't actually, as a woodworking teacher, I don't have a ruler just handy in my house. But I did find this from a butter package that I have. All butter sticks are pretty uniform size, so it's a good way of measuring.
Awesome, I love that creative solution to figuring out how to measure today. All right, so step one, it sounds like you're ready to go. Let's start by taking the cardboard. So whether it's a paper towel roll or the toilet paper roll, we're just gonna flatten it. And so this can feel good just to kind of give it a good squish. So it turns itself, yeah, perfect.
Well, yeah, that's pretty nice.
And once you have it flattened, it'll be easier for you to kind of measure it into consistent size. So you can look at the size of the toilet paper roll and figure out how big you want that to be. So I know you're using your butter ruler. Is that going to be one piece or one marking or two markings? How big do you want to make it today?
So does this mean on yours how long I'm making them, or is this like how thick it is, how much it kind of comes off of the wall?
It's how thick it is. That's a great question. So it's how much it comes off the wall. So I wanted mine to be a little bit thinner so I could yield more of the pieces to make a bigger surface area, but you can use it any size that you want.
Okay, that makes sense to me. I think I want to use just this smaller part. It looks to me about a 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to use this first section here.
Awesome. So go ahead and mark up all of your toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls into that first section.
Does it matter if I do the measurement at the edge of the toilet paper roll or in the middle?
What do you mean?
Middle or edge?
Oh, I used mine in the middle, but you can use it on the edge. It kind of depends on how precise you want to be. So you can get very, very precise with this project, or you can be semi-precise, depending upon how you want to tackle it. What I found was interesting is that the paper towel rolls and the toilet paper rolls, they're not precise themselves. So if you want to, you might have to trim a little bit, but you don't have to. It's kind of your choice on what you want that to look like.
Okay. So I'm going to do some here. Mark up this whole roll.
Yeah, mark up the whole roll. And if you want to, you can kind of do all of your rolls at once or go one by one. All right, Emily, so you have all your pieces measured?
I do. I don't know if you can see from there, but I've got all my even kind of tick marks there.
Perfect. So now go ahead and grab your scissors, and we're just gonna cut on all of those tick marks as straight as we can to create those pieces that we'll use later for the flower.
All right. I'm going to start in the middle here because my last one is a short guy that I'm not going to be able to use. So maybe I'll just start in the middle to make it a little smaller and manageable for myself.
Perfect.
Because I'm right-handed, it feels more natural to cut this way.
Gotcha.
Like it a smaller.
So one thing I found helpful was just to do all of it at once. So I even grabbed a bowl so I had a place to put all of my pieces, and so they were contained. And then once we have all of those pieces collected, then we're able to move to the next step. Okay, Emily, where are you at on all of your cuttings? Ooh, look at that big bowl. Perfect. Now we're ready to get started with the construction. So you're going to start with 2 pieces and your hot glue gun. So on one of the pieces, you can put a little bit of hot glue towards the crease. Exactly. Perfect. And if you don't have hot glue, you could always use tape or other glue. Hot glue just sets a lot faster. Oh, look at you, figured it out so intuitively. Yep, put it together, give it a pinch, 1 deep breath, and it should be dry and ready to go.
Awesome.
Awesome.
It's nice to actually take that deep breath.
Yes. Yes, I find that since this is a pretty repetitive task at this point, you're going to know right where we're going. We're going to put a little bit of glue on the next piece and then just join another piece to it. But since it's such a repetitive task, it can be really nice just to kind of take a deep breath between each of them as something that can be relaxing and take your time building it. Beautiful.
All right. I can really see the flower starting to take shape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing how quickly that comes. So I think you can see kind of where we're going here. Yeah, perfect. We're going to make that full circle, and then eventually we're going to add to it. And we'll just keep building out from the center.
How long did yours take you, Emily? Yours is pretty big.
It is pretty big. Well, I moved pretty slowly, like we just talked about, with taking some deep breaths and really just kind of jammed out to some music and enjoyed the process. So I would say maybe 45 minutes.
It's not bad.
Sometimes I like to take a little longer, like if I'm listening to music or just want to relax a bit. It can be helpful not to rush. Awesome. You're getting so close.
I think I just have one more to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and put at the end here glue on both sides.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So as you can see, as you're building it, you can start to get a feel of where there might need to be some more support within the structure itself, especially as you're going to continue to add weight to it, right? So each of these pieces is going to add weight and impact the structure of itself. Yay, looking good. So the next piece would just be building onto this flower. So you can find those other 2 points. And now you're going to want to add some glue to each side, which you could either do to the piece itself or to the structure. Yep. And then just go ahead and tuck it right on in.
Maybe I'll try doing it to the piece this time.
Awesome. So as you all can see, that this is pretty much how it goes, and it takes a little time to build out. So I'm wondering, Emily, as you're kind of building this, I decided for mine to use spray paint, which is an option, but there's other ways that you could choose to decorate it, or you could just leave it as cardboard. Do you have any ideas of what you might want to do when you're all done with yours?
Yeah, and I also am just starting to really appreciate the other shapes that happen as I am making this. I think that looks kind of cool too. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that I thought was, I think it would look neat if just the edges were a color, so you could still see the cardboard inside that brown. So it might be neat to either take some paint and just paint on the rim of each leaf, or even doing something like when you paint a room, you get a tray. Your parents might have this if they've ever done a painting project at home. You get a tray, and you can maybe fill that with some paint and just do a little dip.
Nice.
So that's what I'm thinking for decorations for mine.
Cool.
We would love to see what other people come up with for their decorations too.
Yeah, I could imagine just coloring the outside, even if you had markers or chalk pastels or oil pastels, if you did just the outside or just the inside. There's so many different options that you can do with this. And also, I think one thing that you noted on as well is it is kind of cool to see the different shapes as you're creating it. So I chose to keep building mine out and make it bigger and bigger, but you could do all kinds of small ones too and position those on the wall however you like. It's super easy to hang, so that's not an issue. Sometimes you can even build it out. Maybe you don't want it to be completely all the way around, but you want to just kind of create a shape and have it move in a direction. That's also another option. So you could build something really long and skinny too.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I look forward to hopefully seeing how yours ends up, but I'll leave you to it.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah. Looks like you're having fun. You got a big smile on your face.
I do. It's really satisfying. Also, the glue is really warm between my fingers when I press them together.
Yeah. I noticed that too. It's such a nice, mindful project.
Totally.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing y'all soon.
Bye.